Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the August 20th Al-Anon readings, Encouraged to Change, and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. We'll take a moment and look this over. The question is, how do I feel about sharing my experience, strength, and hope today? This person talks about going to their first Al-Anon meetings and thinking that their problems were too big to solve, but they got a sponsor, worked their program, and found a lot of relief. And they felt like their horrible problems were much more manageable. They also felt that, based on other people's sharings, that maybe they didn't feel comfortable sharing because their situation seemed not nearly as bad as other people in the program. So another member told this person that it was possible that other people felt the same way, so it was important for this person to speak up. Today's reminder: we know that we're not alone in Al-Anon, and that others have had the same experience or similar experiences. The quote is from Suggested Al-Anon Alateen Closing. I'm just going to quote it. Quote, "Whatever your problems, there are those among us who have had them too," unquote. And if you've ever been to an Al-Anon or Alateen meeting, you've heard that, if you've stayed till the end. So how do I feel about sharing my experience, strength, and hope today? It depends on the day. I feel like, in general, I feel like I'm past, like, naming my son. I feel like, even though I just recently did it, I feel like overall it seems so far away that I feel like in the near future I'm just going to say my loved one or something. I don't know, because I feel like Al-Anon is helping me so much in my life today, and I don't want to focus as much on things that happened so long ago. So I think, like, when I share in meetings, I'm sharing about things that are happening to me now. And I find that I only bring up my son specifically is when I'm talking with someone, like, one-to-one in Al-Anon, or like if something really comes up and I feel like I need to mention my son during these recordings. So, but overall, I do feel like it's so important to speak up if I feel like I have something to say. And sometimes it's even more important that I speak up if I feel afraid to speak up, because I find that those are my inner thoughts saying that what I have to say isn't important enough, or that it's not valid, and both of those thoughts are just, they're not true. they're not true for me and they're not true for anybody. So this page has a tab on it. I'm going to take a look at it. I think this is just about easy does it. It doesn't say easy does it in the passage, but it talks about like not taking ourselves seriously. It talks about relaxing and enjoying, how nothing is black and white. We don't have to, it's not productive to think in extremes, that we specifically, and like everyone in general, are not one thing or the other. We all kind of, sometimes we're this, sometimes we're that. It's a big marbly black, white, gray, all the different colors. Today's reminder: we are told in Al-Anon that it's helpful to examine our thoughts, but to do this gently and to accept ourselves. And the quote is from As We Understood. The light that we seek is within us, and it's always within us. I think this is just a beautiful reminder. I think I tabbed this page just because it's relaxed and gentle and easygoing, and that is my absolute favorite part of Al-Anon, is that Al-Anon makes me feel like everything is manageable. Everything. That I'm not alone, that I'm worthy of love, that everyone is worthy of love. No one is ever alone. Like it doesn't separate me from everybody else. It makes me feel connected. And I just think that's the best feeling in the world. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.